of this conversation.
Hello guys, welcome back again to another video. Hope you guys are staying safe, keeping well, and everyone is doing good in their life. Today I'm going to be reviewing lesson 10 of Remembering the Kanji. It's been quite some time studying lesson 10, so it will be a good refresher. So without further ado, let's jump right in. Click on lesson 10. So this one is 40 characters, quite of a monster, but you're going to get it through regardless. So click on study, writing challenges, click on play. Then now we have suffering. How have I remember suffering? So suffering is basically I put a flower and then the kanji for old. So an old flower will be suffering when it's in its old age. So first do for flower. This one you can see here, it represents flower according to the book, or a part of it represents a flower. So for me I take it as flower. Then we draw the kanji for old like that. Dilute. The story behind dilute is a specialist uses a concoction made of blend flower juice using water, something of that sort. So first you draw flower, then you draw water or droplets, then now we draw speciality. So how do you draw speciality? Like that and like that. It's quite a process. Yes. Seedling. So this is a young rice seedling growing in the rice field. A young flower of a rice seedling growing in the rice field. Young flower seedling growing in the rice field. Yes. Vermilion. So Vermilion to me is the character from Black Clover. If you guys watch anime, you'll know who I'm talking about. So basically the Vermilion, his fire is not as strong as he wants it to be. So first you draw the drop. Is it radical? Drop radical. Add it to now the not yet a kanji, which I'm drawing it now. So it looks like that. So that is Vermilion. Village. What I've done is picturing a village surrounded by trees glued together. So first you draw character for tree, which is that, and then glue, which is a measurement for which is the kanji for measurement is. Flavor. So this one is you cannot have the flavor is not there. You cannot taste the flavor until you use your mouth. No, the story was when you're cooking, you use your mouth to test whether the flavor is there yet. So draw kanji for mouth, then draw kanji for not there yet, which is that. Vague. So this one I pictured a Range Rover Vogue going to the graveyard, splashing water. So I've drawn the water. I'm going to now draw for graveyard. So what is graveyard? Is a flower and above the kanji symbol for day, which is above the kanji symbol for large. Japanese Judas tree. So you can picture a Japanese version of Judas betraying Jesus for square jewels, and then he hands himself on a tree. So first draw for tree, then square jewel, which is that. Patch. So patch, if in Kenya, is a slang for Nairobi school. So Nairobi school boys burnt their school goods and trees using fire. So draw kanji for fire, and then draw kanji for goods. So like that. Then now we draw tree. because you need fire, you need wood to start the fire. Grass. So grass, I picture it is a type of flower or weed that gets you high very fast or early. So this one which I'm doing now, it's kanji for early or fast. Tree tops. So this one I picture on each tree there's a candle. So first you draw the kanji for tree, then now you draw the kanji for resemblance, which if James Hay says it's candle according to him, so which I think makes it easier to remember. Wither. So this one now is a tree now which is old. If you remember, suffering was the flower which was old, but now for wither is a tree which is now old. Okay, and so first for this one is just the tree, but one of its branches is, the first branch is very long, so going to the extreme end. So this can mean extremity or end. So draw a long branch and a short branch, then a stroke from top to bottom, then complete the tree. Stalks. This one I pictured Vermilion, who cuts trees, who trades stalks during the day and cuts trees at night. So draw the kanji for tree, then now draw the kanji for Vermilion, which I've already gone through. Plant. So these are young trees which are growing, grow straight and become young plants. If they grow straight, they become trees. So draw kanji for trees, then draw kanji for straight away. Which is that? Very cool. Yeah, imitation is, the story is the modern graveyards are a pale imitation of how the graveyards of the old used to look like. Remember, the graveyards of the old used to just have a cross on top of the sound mound. So draw the tree, then I draw a graveyard. So good coming up with these stories. It's crazy. Oak. So this one is easy. If you watched the originals, you know the originals' main weakness is the white oak streak. So I picture the tree and then white, the kanji for white. So white oak streak. So this one fits very nicely. Calendar, a picture trees. If you're trapped in a cave, drawing trees to mark the days which go by, which in the end makes a calendar, something of that sort. So underneath a cliff, draw the kanji for grove. These are basically two trees, and then kanji for day. Like that. Not yet. It's a small branch over the bigger branch, then complete the tree. Splash. If you're going to splash water in Kenya, you can imagine now the slides which are made of wood go extremely fast. So first draw the kanji for extreme. Like that. Boom. Plan. So plan is basically a young lady who plans to relax after a long day of work. So draw the kanji for relax. She's a female, like that, on the house. Then I'll draw the kanji for tree. So she's planning to relax by the tree by hanging that hammock. And for tree, it is quite easy, which I've done so many times. Polnia. So this one I have a friend called Paul, who is a monk, and he's climbing a tree like a monkey. Paul, if you're watching this, sorry, but we needed a story to remember this kanji character. Then I'll draw the kanji for of monk, which means exactly same, but for the story's sake, we just call it a monk. Makes it easy. desk, I picture people who pass by a desk made of wood fart a lot or pass the wind. Now I know the kanji for wind. Livelihood. If you're a fan of wrestling, I picture the Undertaker who makes his living by burying caskets in the graveyard during the day. So draw kanji for graveyard like that. Then draw large like that. Then draw kanji for day. Book. This one is quite easy. Don't need to. So quite easy and I'm failing. Like that. Yes. Young. So young seedlings tend to grow to the right. Yes. The young flowers tend to go to the right. So that's the flower, then draw for right. Just like that. Tag. So all tags are made of wood are used to hook a fish. So draw kanji for tree, then draw kanji for hook. Inter. So it's going to picture Inter Milan football team. So Inter Milan have a good eye for trees. So draw the tree, then eye kanji. Younger sister. So this is a young female who is not yet matured. So draw kanji for female or woman, then not yet. You draw the kanji for it, which is a small branch, the larger branch of the tree. Yeah. Membrane. This one I picture the moon is a member. So we get member loosely sounds similar like membrane. Is a member of the graveyard gang. So draw a kanji for moon for month, then now draw the kanji for graveyard like that. Crude. So for wizards to get crude draw power, they have to make their wands straight from the tree. So draw kanji for tree, then draw the divining rod or wand. Grove, after I've gone over to just 2 trees like that. Forest, just 3 trees. So it's quite simple. Leaf, for the leaf I pictured a flower going through many generations and not become a tree. So draw kanji for flower and draw for generation. It's like that. Then now finally for tree. That. Tolerant. So this one I said a picture of young flower growing in a greenhouse. So draw house. So flower growing in a greenhouse is able to see through the temperature, the environment in order to grow into a tree. Example that. So then now you run for house and for flower. Then I'm going to draw for C. So basically kanji for eye over kanji for human legs. That frame and picture making using wood to create 10 I remember it's like this. Yes, it looks like apricot. Just picture the tree dropping its fruits onto the mouth of a hungry boy. The shelf for every book. For every book needs a shelf to accompany. Every wooden shelf is a good companion to the books. Yes, so draw kanji for tree, then kanji for companion. It's basically 2 moons. Then grave is a graveyard with the soil. You can't have a graveyard without soil. So draw kanji for graveyard.
like that. Yeah, or like that. Then kanji 4 soil. Boom, and you're done. So that's 98%. So just missed on vague book. She thought you're going to get engrave. Sort pad. Finish. We have come to the end of this review session. If you guys really like this video, make sure to give a comment or suggestions if you have any. Make sure to smash the like button if you really enjoy this content, and also don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, and turn on bell notifications to get alerts when I post videos like this. And I'll see you guys in the next review, which I think I'll be reviewing either lesson 7 to 10 or lesson 11. Just have to keep watch and see which one I post first. Otherwise, hope you guys take care, and I'll see you till the next video. Bye.